So I'm a school teacher by trade, and I've worked 35 years as a school teacher. I was working in Oregon, and through circumstances, a brother-in-law of mine, we had the opportunity to go to Yemen and teach school in the international school there. And I am kind of quiet, not very outgoing, but my wife was very outgoing and adventurous, and she was very much interested in going, and I was too. And so we went kind of on a spur of the moment, made the decision to go to Yemen, not knowing much about it, except I read one or two articles in the National Geographic about Yemen before we went. And our main goal was to enjoy another country, another culture, as well as teach children. And we had children from many nations, some Americans, but Yemenis and many, many other countries. And that was part of the joy of the experience, is just meeting people from all over the place. Yemen, for us, Yemen was a very unique place. I hadn't traveled much before that, but a lot of times when you travel, you go to places that look very much alike. The big cities all look alike, same kind of buildings, same kind of traffic and stuff. And Yemen, everything was so different. It's kind of a shock, not having traveled much, because you end up in a city where so much is different. Being in a place that's so different, and even just the physical environment in the city, there weren't the same kind of street lights, as much light from the street lights and the stores and things like that, so everything is more dark. And going past stores, the smells were different, and the like. And so your first impression is, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Did I make a big mistake? But once we got adjusted a little bit, it was a very, very rewarding experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was difficult at times. We were able to do a little bit of travel. We didn't do a lot to begin with, but you pick up a little bit that you can use for travel, and then quite a few of the Yemenis knew a little bit of English. The grocery store we shopped at was run by some brothers, 2 or 3 brothers, and they spoke perfect English. And we asked them, "Where did you learn your English?" And they said, "Detroit." They had been here working or something for a while, and then had gone back to start a grocery store. The school was all in English. We were required to use English in the classroom. They taught Arabic language and Arabic culture to the students, but they hired native speakers to do that. And anything complicated, like negotiating for a visa or a contract for renting a house or something, they hired a bilingual Yemeni man to do all of those things. Hiking, a lot of the villages were on top of these mountains. And I remember, we'd go out on weekends when we didn't have school.
You'd take the kids with you.
We'd go out with a family, and maybe sometimes another family, and we'd take a picnic, and sometimes we'd hike to the top of one of the mountains and look at the villages there. We felt very safe. People were very friendly. They liked Americans, the people we bumped into. Makes me very sad to hear some of the things that are happening in Yemen, and Yemen deserves better than that. The people deserve better. I don't understand all the politics of the different things that are going on, and I really don't hear much news about Yemen other than little bits here and there, but makes me very sad because of the such potential the country has and the people. It's just